we're expecting is an epic, just like Newmarket on Fergus last year. We won't have the same drama because the last puck of the game won't decide the group. But Derek Dormer, we're looking forward to a classic here this evening.
That should be a cracking game, Sean. Two teams who, shall I play? They play easy on the eye hurling. They like to move the sliotar through the lines. Both teams are very, very similar in that regard. I mean, I'd imagine there'll be a lot of short puck outs, quick to the cornerbacks, quick to 5 and 7, popping it through the lines. And both teams know where the scoreboard is. Kilmaley coming in on the back of that massive turnaround, 11 points down at half time against Ballyea. I mean, they've all that momentum and all that belief instilled in them. And look, be honest, Kilmaley should have a county title won at this stage with the underage talent and success they've had. But Cratloe are never easily beat. Look, they're a fantastic dual club. They keep producing year in, year out, knockout stages every single year in hurling and football. They're a terrific bunch, a golden generation. And look, winner straight through to a quarter final. It's a massive, massive game, Sean.
Yeah, and like we talk about the epic in the market last year, but I suppose both sides, the win this year, I suppose, picks them up that Kilmaley know if they win this one here based on other results, they'll even top the group heading into the last round. Cratloe, as you said, nearly assures them the place, but a lot to play for over the hour, and it mightn't decide the group here today, but it'll go a long way.
It will go a long way. And look, Sean, the nature of this championship, it's so cutthroat. Every given day is another, it's another test of character. But if you can win your group to be seeded, Sean, in the quarter final and avoid the farm teams, because at the moment Clare look really, really good, Rogue look really, really strong, and we'll see tomorrow Innick and Lamona and Clooney Quinn. So if you're Cratloe or Kilmaley, you'll be saying to yourself, win this group, avoid the Townies, avoid Innick and Lamona in a quarter final, and suddenly you could be looking at a final 4 place. And that's what's actually up for grabs here today. That's how significant this game is. The winners here will have a far easier route to the final 4 than the losers.
And now we're just going to have a look through both starting lineups here. We'll start with Cratloe first of all. In goals is Owen Deegan. The full back line is Rian McNamara, John Flanagan and Davy Collins. It's Jamie Moylan, Diarmuid Ryan at centre back and Cathal Lohan. In where number 17 will be Enda Boyce with Dahi Collins on partnering him. Half forward line is Darren Neville, Conor McGrath and Tig Lohan. And the inside line features Podge Collins, Rian Considine, and where number 19 will be Conor Ryan. Kilmaley, on the other hand, it's Brian O'Loughlin in goals, Martin O'Connor, Colin McGuane and Joe Casey, Aidan McGuane, Derek Keane and Aina McMahon is their half-back line, Tommy Barry and Sean Kennedy, Sean O'Loughlin, Mikey O'Malley, who captains the side as centre forward, and Mikey O'Neill, and an inside line of Tom O'Rourke, Conor Cleary wearing the number 14, and coming in wearing number 18 will be Owen Enright. And I suppose looking at it straight away, Derek, you're really looking at matchups, and Diarmuid Ryan, Mikey O'Malley, that 6 and 11 battle, that could have a huge say here.
Massive say, because look, O'Malley is Kilmaley's talisman. Like, he's not only their free taker, but he's their go-to man for general scores, general assists, and when he ticks, or when he plays well, Kilmaley are ticking, On the other hand, for Cratloe, we know what Diarmuid Ryan can do. We've seen him in the saffron and blue. We've seen him at club level. We've seen him play hurling football. He's a consummate athlete, top professional, and he leads by example. And that matchup, if it is to take place, because I don't know, will Diarmuid Ryan perform as a sitting 6 or will he be pushed up the field at different stages? And I'd imagine Mikey O'Malley will be a Roman 11, really. Like, he'll probably cover every blade of grass on Cusack Park. So will we see them match up together? Maybe for the throw-in after that. I'd say they might go separate ways, but who knows?
Yeah, and I suppose you're looking then at the battles around the place. We're being told there will be positional changes on the Cratloe team. We're looking at Conor Ryan possibly coming to wing forward, Cathal Lohan to centre forward, and Cathal Lohan then on Derek Keane. It's really going to be about pace against power. Yeah,
and youth against experience and know-how against drive and passion. And look, he had an outstanding debut in the opening round, Lohan, so it'll be an interesting battle.
And we're going to pause for our on event here, which has been played out over the airways in Cusack Park. As both teams break from their huddles, we just look at interesting news coming as well. It looks like Tahi Collins is going to take up the full-back position, so that means Conor Cleary will be the man standing in front of him, and that's a huge height advantage to Conor starting off.
Yeah, that's not a man you want to be marking either, but look, Cratloe have their homework done, and Dahi's a lovely hurler, so, but it would be a big ass marking Cleary. He had such an impact in the second half against Ballier.
Conor Ryan there jostling away with Éanna McMahon down in front of us, a bit more than jostling at the moment. Joe just trying to get a bit of control here. We're looking, Conor McGrath has gone to midfield, we can see that, and it is Lohan has gone up to centre forward, so moves galore on the Cratloe side. Kilmaley on the other hand, they seem to be sticking to what was in the programme. The ball is now hit the referee, a game is on, and it's going to be Cratloe possession in their new strip straight away. Just bought this week, we're told, Derek, but a potential mishap inside in the laundry with it as they washed it for the first time.
Well, yeah, I've never seen jerseys like it, but look, it won't matter what colour the jersey is if they get the result that they desire. But yeah, I leave the washing to someone else, Sean.
Jamie Moylan trying to get down over that ball. He gets a flick on it now. A whip on it there straight away by Dahi Collins. The ball breaking ears. Right down in front, up underneath it they go. The ball breaks behind. Trying to get there is McGuan. Colin trying to get there for Kilmaley. Rowe lifts the ball, but he doesn't manage to get it up into his hand. The ball still hanging around the 13 inside. It's still Kilmaley possession. Joe Casey with it now here on his way out. Advantage been played for Joe. A good bit of defending earlier on, and that'll give the Kilmaley full back line a bit of confidence.
Absolutely, and look, it's a very physical start to the game. There's been plenty of shoulders and getting to know each other, Sean, like only 50 seconds in, but a lot of players have already made contact, and we could have been for a spicy hour.
Ryan O'Loughlin comes from the goal mouth. He's the man that's going to take charge of this free, and he's been sent back there towards the 13 metre line. He's in no hurry because there is a bit of a wind blowing into him here at the moment, so we'll watch and see exactly where Brian tries to aim that ball for. No movement ahead of him, so you can anticipate this ball is going as long as he can. Straight down on top of Conor Cleary. Conor's hand goes up. Dermot Ryan breaks it down. It's Cratloe possession once more. They work it through the lines as far as Conor Ryan on this occasion. Conor blocked out. The ball breaks as far as Éanna McMahon. McMahon gets it as far as O'Neill. Mikey's on the move. Mikey draws the free. It's an opening opportunity here for Kilmaley just inside their own 65, and it'll be Mikey O'Malley to stand over it.
Yeah, Mikey O'Neill did so well to gather the ball, and he drew that free. He knew exactly what he was doing. John Mullins there on the spot to give it chance for O'Malley to open his account and open Kilmaley's account. Relatively easy enough free from a man of his standards, but always the first one is always difficult, Sean, no matter where in the field it is.
And he is shooting into a bit of a breeze here at the moment, so he'll have to distance. I would expect it won't be a problem, but he'll have to just judge that gust which is blowing towards the sit down stand here in Cusick Park at the moment. So Mikey just going through his routine as usual. Here's the lift, we follow the strike, and there's no doubt whatsoever, Derek.
No, look, he's a very accomplished free taker, and that's a nice settling down score. And you know, we're only a couple of minutes in, and Mikey O'Malley be delighted with that. He's usually a 9 out of 10 free taker, Sean.
Puck out coming from Owen Deegan. He's going long and direct. The ball going to break inside the 45. Up underneath it, looking for the ball is Martin O'Connor, but it breaks off his hand. It's spilling around the place. They're trying to win that ruck inside. It's going to be Cratloe possession. It's worked over. On the move is Podge. Podge gets the strike off, and we look for the umpires. It hits the post and goes inside. An opening score for Podge with the assistance from the post.
Yeah, he did well. Now he barely room to swing the hurley, but he managed just to get it, and it hit the inside of the upright. And look, interesting to see Kilmaley, Brian O'Loughlin. Now he's gone to this same side. This is his second puck out, same side, same result.
Sean O'Loughlin has it this time. He's inside the 65, thought about the stride. Now he flicks it over the head. He takes possession back, can't catch it, so he works it there straight away as far as Sean Kennedy. Kennedy tries to make that bit of room, gets it as far as Tommy Barry. Barry in towards the corner, he goes with it. Mikey O'Malley just holds it in play as Mikey O'Neill dropping it down. Can Cleary catch it? He can he get a boot to it? He strikes. He doesn't get the ball into the back of the net, however it ricochets back into Cleary. Strikes in a third attempt. The defensive unit there just didn't give him the room to get a kick or a strike on it, and now he's out in the corner.
That was fantastic defence from the Kilmaley full back line. Cleary plucked it from the heavens, and when he plucked it, a man of his size, a man of his strength, I felt there'd only be one outcome. He'd swing a boot at it, or he'd fall in over the line with it or something. But in fairness to the Cratloe full back line, they held him up not once, not twice, but 3 times, Sean. Got the ball out of danger and won a free. That's a massive turning point so early in the game.
Dermot Ryan back on his own 13-metre line. He takes control of this free. He's dropping it in towards the 21. Rian Considine went looking for it. He lost it in the sun, so it breaks back there as far as Colin McGuire. Low ball from McGuire out in front of his centre back, Derek Keane. Time to steady himself. Strikes it long, looking for the full forward line. Dermot Ryan headed red. Here's Dermot down over the ball into his hand. He's coming forward. He just shortens the grip. He was looking for the flick off there on that occasion. As far as Dahi Collins, he didn't get it as far as him. The ball breaks down. It's going to be into the ruck. It's rising up, but it breaks away again. Down over it is Kilmaley possession. Sean O'Loughlin with it. Works it back here in front of Aidan McMahon. McMahon on top of Cleary once more. Up goes Connor, but it breaks down behind. Out comes on Deegan, and Deegan has all the time in the world to steady himself. Plays it here in front of Podge. Podge is on the run. It hits him on the back on this occasion, but it breaks nicely. He doesn't get it up at the first attempt. He does it the second. He's on the edge of the D. He has a point on the board already, but this one is heading to the left and wide.
Yeah, intense stuff there, but obviously it's part of Kilmaley's game plan. You know, isolate Cleary inside. That's twice now. Send the ball in direct. He's such a big unit. He's such a physical presence, and he's a tremendous ball winner. It's going to be a huge battle, and I basically say, Sean, well, whoever wins that battle wins the game.
Puck out this time from Brian O'Loughlin, goes straight out over the sideline. It's a line ball for the Cratloe men. They're going to go quick, try to work it back. They do on this occasion. They maintain possession out as far as the 65. Possession is lost. There's going to be a race for it here at the moment. Aidan McGuire was trying to get there, but he's beaten to it by Rian McNamara. The pass goes forward. Here comes Cratloe now on the attack. Derek Keane takes out the man on the way in. There's no doubt whatsoever about that. Dara waited till the pass was gone. He tripped his man in, and he's going to see the book for that one.
He's going to see the book, but look, if you were his manager, you'd know that's a good free to give away. Like in Cratloe, you know, had gone on the overlap. There was a player inside, and Derek Keane knew that, and that's an experienced defender taking a yellow for the team.
So it's going to be Rian Considine who's going to make his way out for this free. He's just off the sideline, but no, it's going to be from where the ball landed, so it's going to be a little bit easier on this occasion. It'll be about 20 yards in off the sideline, and he's halfway between the 45 and 65 here. He steadies himself for his opening opportunity. Podge had their opening score from play with the help of the post. It's Rian now trying to put Cratloe in front for the first time this afternoon. We follow the ball and it's straight in, straight over. Cratloe in front. 6.5 minutes gone, Derek.
Yeah, and Rian Considine, he'd have been happy with that, just to get a free to settle yourself, you know, especially when you're the free taker. And look, a very physical opening to the game, and long may it continue, Sean. There's nothing the way we like better than 50-50 challenges.
Sean Kennedy has it now for Kilmaley. He tries to get the offload, but Dermot Ryan is there for Cratloe. Dermot picks it up. He delivers it long. There's a race here from the full back line. Out coming looking for it was Colin McGuire. McGuire has it in his hand. Turns around. Now he opens up the play. He's looking over for Sean O'Loughlin. O'Loughlin goes to ground. Joe Mullen says there's nothing in it. It's gone out over the sideline. It's a line ball for Kilmaley.
Yeah, and Joe Mullen's correct call there. There was nothing in it. It was a 50-50 challenge, 50-50 ball. And you know, the Cratloe defender did everything within his power to stop the Kilmaley attacker, and the ball went out for a line ball. Absolutely perfect refereeing.
Goes in looking for Podge inside. It breaks down behind him. There's going to be a race here now. Podge is trying to get on it, but down on the ground is a number of bodies at the moment. Is the ball going to come out of there? It's still alive in there. They're trying to flick it around. It looked like it was going into a Cratloe hand. Rian Considine tries to roll lift it. It's taken off his hurley. Back into the middle of the ruck it goes. They're still there. Derek Keane this time. Derek does manage to get it up into his hand. On the way out, advantage being played. A high tackle, I think, is what Joe Mullins has given. A free out for Kilmaley, and they'll be happy, I suppose, with how they're dealing with that ruck ball back there.
Yeah, they'll be happy enough. And it's very physical, very tight opening, and that's what you'd expect, Sean. 8 minutes in, I mean, there's not a puck of a ball, 2 points to 1, but there was never going to be a puck of ball between these two teams. Both of these teams are Canon Hamilton contenders, and you can see it in the early exchanges.
Well, Brian O'Loughlin standing over it, just outside his own 21-metre line. Conor Cleary makes the run, but it doesn't look like he's going in that direction. The sun is in his eyes at the moment. 2 or 3 different players go to ground. The helmet is lost by Owen Enright. Play goes on though, because it does go to Cleary eventually. Conor has it. He's on the 45, gives the hand pass. He looked for the return. He's not getting it on this occasion because Tom O'Rourke is taking it on himself. Here comes Tom. Now he lays it off. Strike there for Aidan McGuire. McGuire takes on the strike and he puts it straight over the bar.
Yeah, fine score from the wing back, and Aidan McGuire, he likes to go up and down them flanks and provide an outlet and an overlap for the players in possession. Well worked score from Kilmaley. And look, Sean, 2 points apiece, 8.5 minutes gone. Good start.
One Enright's helmet is off on this occasion, and there's going to be a talking to for Dahi Collins and Owen on that occasion. It looks like there'll be a replacement helmet needed, so teams will get an opportunity just to catch their breath. But as you say, we're heading towards the 9-minute mark, 2 points apiece, and I think Kilmaley maybe playing into this breeze will be maybe just slightly bit happier.
Yeah, they will be just slightly bit happier, but like it's very physical and it's early stages, but I'd imagine it's going to be taxing on the legs, and we'll see how teams fare out. The benches are going to have an awful impact on this because it's a tiring, even though it's only 10 minutes in, the tackling that is tough and it's end-to-end stuff. There's been no, apart from this helmet delay, there's been no other stoppages.
Owen Deegan now gets to go ahead. He stands back, he goes long. It's going high, straight down here on the wing. Conor Ryan is the intended target. The ball breaks behind him, however. Podge tries coming looking for it. There's a tackle there. They both go to the ground, but it's won there by Mikey O'Neill. Mikey gets it to O'Malley. Mikey O'Malley playing it in towards the centre. Sean Kennedy's on the run, wins possession. He had time to take the shot. He opens up the play out as far as Sean O'Loughlin on this occasion. Sean now steps inside. A chance is there if he wants to take it. He's on the edge of the D. Shortens the grip. He came too close to Diarmuid Ryan on that occasion. 3 chances to take the point, Derek, but it's Cratloe possession now.
Yeah, and look, overplaying the ball. There was no need. It should have taken the point opportunity at the very first attempt. They didn't, and that's just messing around with the sliotar. Messing around with the sliotar with Diarmuid Ryan around you, there's only going to be one outcome. Ryan's going to win that ball and put Cratloe on the attack.
Brian O'Loughlin opened the play looking for Mikey O'Malley. O'Malley lets it beat him. The ball comes as far as the other Mikey. It's Mikey O'Neill and he delivers it long and direct. Here comes Cleary straight out. He bats the ball down. He's looking for the run of Sean Kennedy. Kennedy doesn't manage to get it into his hand the first time or the second time. Now he's outnumbered. It's a 2-1 battle. The ball is still there, however. It's going to be Cleary's possession. He has it, drops it. Now he's back after it. He's on the sideline. He's been marshalled all the time there by Davy Collins. He manages to get the offload. The strike is coming in. It's going to hold up. Is this an opportunity? It's caught. It's finished as a back of the net. Tom O'Rourke with the finish. The keeper, Owen Deegan, came off his line. Cleary's ball came across. O'Rourke done the rest. He grabbed it and finished it.
Yeah, look, Cleary did so well to win back possession out in the touchline. Probably a point attempt from Conor Cleary, if we're being honest. But I don't think the goalkeeper should be coming for those balls. He did come, and when you come, if you don't get it, you want to make sure you get the man at least. He got neither. Tom O'Rourke caught it, and a lovely finish from a tight angle, and Kilmaley would be absolutely thrilled with that, into the wind, leading by 3.
Ball breaks down here inside in the middle of the D, trying to roll it up was Zane McMahon. The ball goes to ground. Conor Ryan gets it. He looks for Podge. He changes his mind. It's back to McGrath. He hasn't seen the ball yet today. It's his first touch, 11 and a half minutes in, but his first touch raises his first white flag.
Form is temporary, class is permanent, and Conor McGrath is certainly a classy player, and first touch, first point for Conor. I'd imagine we'll be saying his name a lot over the next 50 odd minutes.
1-2 now for Kilmaley. It's 3 points for Cratloe. Just over 11 and a half minutes. So Brian O'Loughlin going along with his return ball as he goes. He was looking for the brother Sean, but it's beaten in this occasion. It's Cratloe coming out with the ball. It goes to ground. Mikey O'Neill puts in the tackle. It's flicked over as far as Conor Ryan. Conor Ryan now just gets the ball over the shoulder. It's 2 different Kilmaley men charging for it. It looks like Colin McGuire is the one who's going to take control of it. Colin gathers it inside his own 45, plays it down the wing, looking for the run there of Owen Enright. Enright is beaten to it though. Diarmuid Ryan now wins it on his 45, plays it in towards the centre. Conor McGrath comes looking for it, doesn't win possession on the first attempt, doesn't win it on the second attempt. Now it's a 3-1 battle. Kilmaley trying to roll lift it. It's Sean Kennedy with the ball. Kennedy on the way forward, advantage being played, and that's the difference. You don't win the ball the first time, the numbers come around. Turnover, 3-1, opportunity Kilmaley.
Yeah, and Kilmaley did so well, as you said, you don't win it the first time. Once that ball hit the deck, Kilmaley swarmed absolutely like men possessed, and delighted with their start if you're a Kilmaley supporter. 1-2 to 3, into that wind. Now I do feel that both sides are potentially better against the wind because of the nature of the way they play it. Cratloe haven't utilised the wind at all. We haven't seen one booming long delivery to the edge of the square. Kilmaley will do that in the second half because of Cleary. So for me, it's advantage Kilmaley at the moment, Sean.
Yeah, well, that's it. You look inside in the full forward line inside at the moment, and you're really saying, well, look, it's not the tallest of full forward lines inside for Cratloe. They don't have that Route 1 advantage, which Kilmaley will have in the second half. So it's going to be ball spread to the corners is what we're expecting.
Yeah, but with that win, if you were the manager, would you not put Colin Ryan at the edge of the square, and break the ball off him? There's more than one way to skin a cat, Sean.
Is Mikey O'Malley, however, is going to try and take a little bit of fur off him at this occasion. The free goes in, it's over the bar, it's another one for Mikey. It's his second pointed free. 1-3 to 3 points now as we just hit 13 and a half minutes.
Yeah, interesting to see now. Will he go along with he's gone straight and along with this puck out, heading down for Podge Collins. That's a foul, surely.
Yeah, handing over the shoulder of Podge. Podge made sure that the referee saw it. The ball beat him. The hand was still there as he turned. It's a free in and another opportunity now for Rian Considine just to answer that free back straight away.
And you see again, Sean, a simple enough game. One booming long puck out down into the 21. One bit of contact, free, tap it over the bar. Sometimes teams can be guilty of overplaying the sliotar.
And it's that little bit of experience from the men like Podge who knows the minute he can feel that contact, if he can show the referee the right picture, the whistle will blow.
Absolutely. Look, no better man to win a free when it's needed most. Podge Collins, years and years of experience.
Oh, ball back in the hands of Brian O'Loughlin once more. Brian now steadies himself. He's going straight down on top of Sean once more. Sean comes looking for it. It holds up in the wind. He gets it into his hand. Looks for the runners. It's Aidan McGuan. He's one on the board already. Gets it back as far as Sean. Sean now in on top of Cleary. Up goes Connor. It breaks into the hand. He's looking for the runners. He finds the runner. But unfortunately, Mikey O'Malley just can't get it up into his hand. Mikey now, he's trying to win that ball back. But Jamie Moylan picks it up for Cratloe. Trying to break free. He's held up illegally on this occasion. It's a free out on their own 45 for the Cratloe men.
Yeah, and Conor Cleary again did so well. Lovely catch. Perfectly offload. Mikey O'Malley just took his eye off the sliotar, and once it spilled, similar to when Cratloe spilled it, the numbers came in. Cratloe suffocated Kilmaley, won the free out, and a chance for Dermot Ryan to put his team back in the front foot here and send it down right to the edge of the D.
And he's going to go further than that. It's going to go all the way. Has it got the accuracy? It has. Dermot
That's
Ryan
one way of dealing with it anyway, Sean.
Straight over the bar.
Yeah, that's one way. The 100 odd yard free and just bang straight over the black spot. Very good reply from Cratloe, and only trailing by 2.
So Brian O'Loughlin now has time to steady himself. Is he going to go down that same side again? He does indeed. Sean is the target. It's not going to reach him on this occasion, however. The ball breaking down inside. He's looking to see Kilmaley get the hurleys to it, but they don't get the ball. He does this time. It's Sean O'Loughlin with it on the sideline. Looks for the run, but Dermot Ryan knew exactly what he planned. He gets himself into the position, wins the ball. Delivers to his full forward line. Out they go looking for it there. Dara Neville trying to win it. Dara has it on the 21. Back in towards the centre. In towards Podge. Podge can't get his hand on the ball. Kilmaley men nip in. The ball is still there to be won. It's going to be Tommy Barry on this occasion. Tommy under pressure. Back as far as Colin once more. All the way back as far as Brian O'Loughlin. He's under pressure from Conor Ryan, so he flicks it out straight as far as Aina McMahon. McMahon now gets instructions. Carry it forward. Aina does so. Dropping it in. Out they come. Up goes Dermot Ryan and Conor Cleary. Cleary wins it on the break. Works the ball as far as Mikey O'Neill. O'Neill gets the shot off, but it just doesn't go on target on this occasion.
Intense stuff, like real frenetic action there, and but weren't Kilmaley so cool there in their back line, under pressure, popping it back to Brian O'Loughlin, and just when it looked like the sliotar was going to overrun him, O'Loughlin with a lovely little flick out to the wing back in the McMahon who cleared his lines.
Sean Kennedy winning the breaking ball for Kilmaley. He's working it back here in front of Aina McMahon. The ball played low, and Mikey O'Malley, he hesitated for a minute. That meant that Jamie Moylan has possession. Styles the dummy. He's inside the 45, straight off the hurley, straight over the bar. Little bit of hesitation, punished at the high peg.
Yeah, no, that's a fantastic point. You know, Jamie Moylan, we've known about him for a few years. Outstanding All-Ireland minor winner with Clare, and that was just class. The way he shipped the first tackle, put the ball down the hurley, realised he couldn't catch it, and had the hurling IQ to flick it off the hurley and over the bar. Tremendous score.
1-4 for Kilmaley, 6 points for Cratloe. We've a 1-point game here in Cusack Park. 17.5 minutes gone. Up goes the score. The score of that last one, Moylan, he gets his hand to it, but he's hooked on this occasion. Ball breaks down around the centre. Trying to get there is Mikey O'Neill. Mikey gathers it. He's opening up the play. There's time to steady himself here now. His own in right shot is blocked once more by Dermot Ryan. Dermot going back down over it. He's on his own 21. He gets 2 bites of the cherry. Gets it up into his hand. Plays the ball all the way over in front of Enda Boyce. Boyce is standing on his own. He's blocked on this occasion by Sean O'Loughlin, but he gets the second right at it. Now he's time to steady himself. Looks for a bit of movement. He's looking for Neville. Dara comes out. Gathers it at the first attempt. Straight into the hand. The shot is off. The shot is good. And that's straight over the bar. Dara Neville.
Yeah, and look, the last 2 points for Cratloe, both coming from All-Ireland minor winners, both coming from the youth. You know, Jamie Moylan and Darren Neville, they're the future of Cratloe, and they're delivering today, Sean.
Ball breaking down here, running onto it is Mikey O'Neill. O'Neill getting forward, advantage being played to him, but he manages to take advantage of it. Gets it as far as Sean Kennedy, or Tommy Berry on this occasion. Tommy takes on the shot, it's over the bar. Kilmaley back in front, but worrying. Mikey took a little bit of a slap there as he was releasing the ball, and he's down now at the moment.
Yeah, a bit of a slap, but sure look to senior hurling, and no love lost there. But really, really good start here. You know, we're 19 minutes in and it's tight, it's tense. There's been some great scores, some good tackling, and that's what you expect. Like, these are two contenders. There won't be a puck of a ball between them, Sean.
1-4 for Kilmaley, 6 points now for Cratloe. It's a 1 point lead thanks to Tommy Barry for the Kilmaley men as Mikey O'Neill gets himself back up. He's shaking the hand off. He's ready for action once more, and Owen Deegan will wait for the whistle here from Joe Mullins, and once he gets that, we're back underway. There goes the whistle. The hurley goes up and he's standing in the centre of the goals.
That's what they signal.
What's going to happen. Yeah. It's an overload to one side with the puck out down the open side, straight on Rian Constantine. Rian comes looking for it. He's not going to win it on this occasion because in nips Dara Keane. Dara gets it as far as O'Neill. Mikey now delivering it straight here in front of his full forward line. Tom O'Rourke comes trying to win it. O'Rourke has a goal on the board already. He steps inside, but the flag is up. Play goes on. We're going to come back. It's going to be a line ball, and a line ball for Cratloe.
Yeah, it's a bit of an anticlimax really, because O'Rourke did so well. Like, I thought he might have kept it in, but he did so well with the flick and then to get around the player and pick it up again on the run. But yeah, we knew the flag was up all the time, so it was a bit of an anticlimax really.
Oh, it's I think they're checking the scoreboard here at the moment. It seems to be what it is. The umpire and the referee are both having a chat. There's a message coming down here straight in front of us. So
well, I have it 1-4 to 6, so
yeah, we'll wait and see. They are coming over, so we'll see. We have Jamie Moylan down for 1, Darren Neville for 1, Conor McGrath for 1, that's 3, Podge 4, and 2 Rian Constantine 3, so that's 6.
Kilmaley might be 1-5, I think. Kilmaley, yeah, 1-5 to 7.
Really, 1-5 to 7. That's exactly what it is. It was missing a score, so they never put up the Tommy Barry one. So Kilmaley back in front, 1 point as we say. As
At
the
least
ball,
the scoreboard's malfunctioning, not me and you, Sean.
That's it, exactly. Our records are right as the ball breaks down here. Trying to rise it up is Ty Lohan. Lohan can't get it up into his hand, however. There's a melee here. There's about 10 different bodies inside. The ball is still bobbing around in there. The Cratloe men trying to roll, lift it up. The Kilmaley men trying to make sure that they don't get it into their hand. Mikey O'Malley comes away with it. Mikey draws the free, but he bounces the ball, goes forward, takes a look back. The strike goes in, the strike goes wide. Advantage was over. We're not coming back, Derek.
I know, and I'm actually delighted we're not coming back. It's a pet peeve of mine, this advantage rule. Like, I mean, I think Joe Mullins did expertly well there. Mikey won his free, opted not to take it, went through. Kyle Hayes flick off the floor, back into his hand. Loads of time for the shot, it went wide. You know, there were too many referees bring it back too far. I think Joe Mullins did expertly well there.
Ball breaks down. Rian Constantine was trying to get there, but Aidan McGuan picks it up for Kilmaley. McGuan is fouled on this occasion. It's a free for him. He wants to go quick. He's not allowed to go quick, and Joe Mullen says you're not even in the right place to go quick, so take the ball back.
Well, you can lip read better than me. That's exactly what Joe Mullen said to him. Get back.
Oh, the ball is going to be left to Brian O'Loughlin once more. Brian is making his way out. Conor Cleary is taking up the right corner forward position, but they're going to go to Dara Keane. Dara has it. He's under pressure from Podge. He's forced to give it as far as Éanna McMahon. Éanna now on the way out. He looks for Dara. He plays it over Dara's head. There's a race for possession. It's going to be Cratloe ball, but it breaks luckily on this occasion for Kilmaley's point of view to Éanna McMahon. He delivers it long. The ball now bobbing around there. Owen Enright tries to get there. Dermot Ryan trying to get down over him. Mikey O'Malley trying to win it as well. Kick back there on that occasion by Enda Boyce, and it's going to be Cratloe possession. Out they come. The foul is drawn. Free out. Conor McGrath had possession. No advantage. So Dermot Ryan back in his own 13 once more with an opportunity to clear those lines.
And by God, are all these frees very hard earned, and hats off to Joe Mullins. He's letting this game develop and letting it flow, and that's why, you know, people have come in is to watch hurling, not watch a free taking competition. Well done, Joe Mullins.
Dermot Ryan looking for Darren Neville. Neville comes out. He wins the ball. He's trying to keep that possession. There's 3 different Kilmaley jerseys around him. He's caught in the middle of it. He still has the ball. The ball goes to ground. Joe Mullins says play on. He's not holding it. So in they all go. We'll watch and see who comes out with this ball once more. Ball is roll lifted. Bob's out. Somehow he manages to... Oh! After all the work, Darren Neville is just adjudged to have picked the ball off the ground. He went for the lift. It didn't come off. The instinct was get the ball touched on the ground, free out to Kilmaley.
Yeah, it's so hard not to do it in the middle of all that. You see the sliotar there. You haven't seen it for 30 seconds because it's in the middle of a ruck, and it's just the temptation there just to pick it, and he just got caught. Look, and another day Joe Mullins wouldn't have seen it, and Darren Neville would have been gone down tapping the ball over the bar.
So it's going to be a free for Kilmaley, as we say. Mikey O'Malley is coming all the way out. He's going to be just inside. He's about 60 metres from his own goal here on this occasion.
It's a big ask for distance, Sean, into that win. But the thing is, they have Conor Cleary at the edge of that square. If it does hold up, that ball will break. So, it is a dangerous moment for the Kilmaley or the Cratloe full back line.
And as you talk about homework, every time there's a free like this, you see Diarmuid Ryan drop back in on him so that they can match it height for height. Here comes the free. It's drifting. It's going to drift out. It's gone wide. It's a third wide and a half for the Kilmaley men. Scoreboard remains. It's Kilmaley 1-5, which is 8 points. Cratloe 7 points. Nearly 24 minutes gone here in Cusack Park. It's a 1 point lead for Kilmaley.
Yeah, and Cratloe gone short again with the puck out, and now Jamie Mylan's directly switching it. Probably overhit it.
He has overhit it. Darren Neville was the intended target, but Colin McGuane just makes sure it makes its way all the way out over that end line. It's a puck out once more for Brian O'Loughlin, and an opportunity now. He was thinking about going short, but instead he steps back. He's gone down his right hand side. Every single puck out nearly so far. This one goes short, but to the right, and it's going to be McGuane. He carries it. Now it goes down straight on top of Tommy Barry. O'Barry gets the hurley touch, flicks it forward. The ball, however, it's got out. It must have taken a touch on its way out, because it's going to be a line ball. It's going to be a line ball for Kilmaley.
Yeah, and I'm surprised at Cratloe allowing Brian O'Loughlin to take that short puck out. Like, they're playing with the wind, press up, force O'Loughlin to go long, because it hangs up in the air, and a ball that hangs up in the air is always a backs ball. It's easy to come down and meet it with the hurley. So I'm just surprised that Cratloe have allowed him to take that short puck out.
Tommy Barry cuts that ball right in there around the square. It's bobbing about. Conor Cleary manages to get the shoulder in. He breaks the ball up. Now he's trying to roll lift it. He has it. Can he make the room? He gets the hand pass away. Out as far as Mikey O'Malley. Mikey with his first from play. He's 2 already got from frees, and he just extends the lead out that little bit more. A 2 point lead, 25 and a half gone.
Conor Cleary must be a nightmare for a defender to mark. He had no right. Four Cratloe players around him to win that ball. Not only win it, then had the vision to pop it out to O'Malley. A simple tap over point.
In the Bice makes the run up the pitch. He looking there for Podge, laid off the ball. It goes in as far as Darren Neville. It breaks on behind him now. Here comes out looking for it was Brian O'Loughlin. He manages to get it out to Anna McMahon. And McMahon is under pressure. Can he get the offload? He does as far as Mikey O'Neill. O'Neill is up to the 65. He's up past halfway. He's heading on to the 65. Shortens the grip. There was advantage being played. There was a flick on the way through. It's a free, and it's going to be Mikey O'Malley once more to take the free. And not alone do they get that, but I suppose it's another 30 seconds that they get to take off the clock now, playing into the breeze.
Yeah, and they'll be delighted with it. Brian Culbert there, I can see him on the sideline. He was very animated with Joe Mullins there, but I don't see why. I think Joe Mullins has reffed this game really, really well. A yellow card flash for Jamie Mylan, I think. Or no, it was a Colin Ryan. He just flashed in the general direction.
They'd love to have Colin Ryan, but it's Conor, I'm afraid, on this occasion.
Yeah.
So Mikey is all the
way
way
accepting
back.
the market man, they would. Yeah.
Would you turn down an All-Ireland winner?
Good. No, I wouldn't. No, you win this argument.
Oh, Mikey O'Malley inside his own 65. He had thought it was from where the ball landed, but the advantage was being played from back inside his own 65. So he's time to steady himself. The last one just drifted to the left-hand side from a similar distance. This one, it looks like it's going to hold up inside there. Up go the bodies. A ball breaks down, but inside waiting for the ball on that occasion was Davy Collins.
Oh, the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper came again, Sean, and completely lost it. And I mean, I know he's a young lad, and I don't want to be harping on him. Like, he has to stay on his line in these situations, let the big men and the full back line, and let them deal with it. That could have just ended up in the net quite easily.
Could have, but Davy Collins was in the right place. He won it, then they won the free. Now Conor McGrath is inside the 65. He's on the way forward, looks to offload to Podge. Podge can't get it up into his hand because Mikey O'Malley nips in. Mikey now delivering it straight in on top of Cleary. Here they go looking for it. Cleary is being held up, but there's no advantage being played on this occasion. He's no hurley, but he does get a kick to the ball. The Milltown man out as far as Sean O'Loughlin. Sean O'Loughlin puts it in there, the ball breaks up, and on this occasion Owen Deegan safely secures possession, has time to steady himself and deliver it long.
Yeah, he did well there, young Deegan. In fairness, he steadied his line. Ball dropping under the crossbar. He got his hand to it. He's after getting a slap on his way in, though.
Rian Considine is turned over in possession by Joe Casey. Casey now over the shoulder. He delivering that ball straight in. Jamie Moylan cuts it off. Moylan has options in around the centre if he wants to use them. He decides not to. He takes on possession. He's running at that Kilmaley defence. He has one off the Hurley. This one is off the hand. Straight in, straight over the bar. 2 points in the last 5 minutes. Jamie Moylan.
Yeah, fantastic. But it'll be interesting to see that the umpire's hand go up. Like, in fairness, it's Cratloe, it's Kilmaley's 18. Owen Enright, he gave an awful clip to Owen Deegan coming out. Deegan was down for the last 30 seconds. He's after getting back up. It wasn't off the ball belt. I don't think either of the umpires had the hand up though. And Deegan isn't happy in either of the Cratloe line.
Ball breaks down here into the centre. It's going to come as far as Éanna McMahon. McMahon has time to steady himself. He goes long. He's looking for O'Rourke. Tom makes the move. He gets to the wall. He gathers it. He takes his second touch into his hand. Now it's a crossfield ball. He's looking for the aforementioned Enright. Enright loses possession. Regathers it. Here's the pass as far as it's Mikey O'Malley inside there. Mikey with the offload. Back as far as Enright. Enright though can't get a shot off. He should have probably taken it into his hand. Take the point. But instead it's Cratloe possession.
Oh, what were they doing with the ball? Over and back. Like, it isn't basketball. Like, you had 3 opportunities just to tap that ball over the bar. Scores count, Sean, in this game, and I think Kilmaley be regretting this.
Conor McGrath goes early with it in front of a full forward line. Colin McGuane comes for Kilmaley. He gathers the ball. Now he's looking in towards the centre. He gets it here as far as Sean O'Loughlin. Sean has time to steady himself. Distance isn't a problem. Accuracy isn't a problem. And you show what you can do when you have the ball in your hand.
That's exactly, and that's what you should be doing. You get an opportunity anytime inside the opposition half. Put it over the bar. That faffing about, that was silly out of Kilmaley.
178 points. We're just heading towards the 30-minute marker. Ball breaks down on the 45. Conor Ryan has possession. He gets it as far as McGrath. The 2013 All-Ireland winners combined. McGrath with the shot, but this one drifts left and drifts wide.
Yeah, it is really livening up. I don't want the half to end, but unfortunately, we're just heading into additional time. I suppose Brian Culbert will be the happy of the 2-point lead, playing, after playing into that wind with the conditions to come. But I do think Cratloe will be better against it.
Brian O'Loughlin once more, he's looking for it. Joe Mullins tell him to get a move on, and he goes straight down on top of Sean once more. Up goes Sean, the hand gathers it, he wins it, he's going to take on his man. He draws the free, it's a free in, and it'll probably be a speaking to as well, will it?
I'd say a minimum of a speaking to anyway, yeah, because it was a wild swing in the air that he didn't connect with, luckily enough, and O'Loughlin won the ball, and then it was a dragging down offence, and that's just
blood sub as well for his
he probably hit himself with the hurley.
It does look like it. He's got a signal has been made, so a blood sub needed by the Cratloe men. But meanwhile, Mikey O'Malley now will have the opportunity to see if he can put that goal of a difference between them. With 31 minutes gone, no, I didn't see any board go up. I'm not sure how much more we're going to play, but we haven't really had too much injury time, so you'd expect we're probably into the last 60 seconds.
Yeah, I'd imagine this ball goes dead. It'll be the end of it. Your temporary blood sub here. It's 22 coming on there for Cratloe. It's Liam Markham.
Yeah, so Liam is going to make his way. He's no stranger to the wing back position. John Flanagan is the one who is being called ashore for that blood sub. And meanwhile, Mikey O'Malley all the time was steadying himself. He's about 47, 48 metres out from the Cratloe goal. He's just in off the sideline. He's 3 points on the board in this half already. 2 from place ball, 1 from play. And we'll wait and see what the outcome of his latest opportunity is. Here's the strike. Straight Looks in. Good. Everyone is looking up. It never wavered. It's a 4th one for Mikey. A goal between them now, Derek.
Goal between them, and I doubt we'll have much more. Is he going to allow the puck out? It looks like he will. He's going to allow one more passage of play.
It's as far as Jamie Moylan. Moylan has possession. He plays it back onto the Hurley. He can catch it once more. He does so. Forward he comes. He's been chased all the way there by Mikey O'Neill. The flick of the ball comes forward. It's one inside, but there's plenty of blue jerseys around. And on this occasion, I'm not sure who's been deemed, but a frontal challenge is the call.
Yeah, he's given a free in. I thought that he played for it. I thought that Dahi Collins went down with the head first low, and it probably should have been free out. But look, Joe can't get every decision right.
No, and Rian Considine has the ball in his hand here at the moment. So Rian will try to just narrow that gap. We've 32 and a half minutes gone here in the first half. It's Cratloe's chance now just to narrow that gap. They've had a bit of a breeze behind them in the first half. But as Derek has said the whole time, they're a running team. So playing short won't be a problem into this breeze. And it's going to be a 2-point deficit as Rian makes no mistake. A 3rd pointed free.
Yeah, nice free. Difficult enough angle here out in the touchline, but it never deviated from the black spot. And Joe has been He's gone up the field again. Is there something off the ball? There's been a lot of off the ball stuff. It's been hard to, he's having a talking to.
And Boyce is the one who's been spoken to. So looks like he is going into the book here on this occasion. It's been explained to him exactly why, whether he agrees or not. It's not going to change. It looks like it's going to be a yellow card, and Inda Boyce is the name that's going in.
Yeah, when they talk that long, tis a yellow from experience. If they don't talk to you, tis a red.
And there is the yellow card flashed. So Brian O'Loughlin is going to be allowed the time to get us back underway. Here he goes, long down the sit-down stand here in Cusick Park. Up goes Mikey O'Malley, but he can't win it. It comes off Tommy Barry out over the sideline. And then the Boyce is making his way over. He's going to take responsibility for it. He's looking for the ball. He finally has a ball in his hand. And in and out, a bit of movement from Podge, but he wasn't fast enough for it. That option has been closed down, so he's going to go down the sideline. Straight out it goes, the ball bobbles about. It's going to be into the hand of Cahill, and Cahill has a chance, steadies himself. There were 3 down moments ago. It's back to 1, Derek.
Yeah, they've had a storm in the last couple of minutes. I don't know where Joe Mullins got the 4 minutes of additional time. We're in the 5th now. There he calls the half-time whistle. Only a point in it. All to play for Sean. And as I said, look, both teams will be probably better against the wind, but for Kilmaley, they do have that option of Conor Cleary at the edge of the square. It is a strong wind. I'd imagine we'll have plenty of goal mode action in the second half.
And I suppose, like, from a Kilmaley point of view, they'll be happy with their first 32 minutes. Nearly they'd get themselves into that 3-point lead, but to let 3 back to 1 in the last 2 minutes will disappoint them heading down that tunnel.
Yeah, 60 seconds to go. It's game management, see it out, like conceding that free, okay, but then overturning a puck out, that's just poor. Fine margins in this game, every score will count. They do lead by 1, and I suppose if you'd have asked Brian Colbert at the start of the game, you're going to play into the wind, we'll give you a 1-point interval lead, he'd have bit your hand off.
He would have, but there's plenty of talking to do on both sides here at the moment. There's talking going on the pitch, to the linesman, to the referee, to everybody here at the moment. But they're going to go in for their drink. And with that, we'll let you enjoy the highlights as the under-9 players of Kilmaley and Cratloe take over the field. We'll leave it to them. Enjoy your highlights and be back again in just under 10 minutes for throwing. Himself. Here comes Tom. Now he lays it off. Strike there for Aidan McGuan. McGuan takes on the strike and he puts it straight over the bar. Davy Collins, he manages to get the offload. The strike is coming in. It's going to hold up. Is this an opportunity? It's caught. It's finished. There's a back of the net. And the ball goes to ground. Conor Ryan gets it. He looks for Podge. He changes his mind. It's back to McGrath. He hasn't seen the ball yet today. It's his first touch. 11.
Sean?
Is O'Malley, however, is going to try and take a little bit of flow off him on this occasion. Free goes in, it's over the big Podge, who knows the minute he can feel that contact, if he can show the referee the right picture, this will blow.
Absolutely, look, no better man to win it back in the front foot here and send it down right to the edge of the D.
It's going to go further than that, it's going to go all the way. Has it got the accuracy it has? He hesitated for a minute, that meant that Jamie Mylands has possession. Styles the dummy, he's inside the 45, straight off to Hurley, straight over the bit of movement. Looking for Neville. Dara comes out, gathers it at the first attempt, straight into the hand. The shot is off, the shot is good. Forward advantage being played to him, but he manages to take advantage of it. Gets it as far as Sean Kennedy or Tommy Berry on this occasion. Tommy takes on the shot, he's trying to roll lift it. He has it, can he make the room? He gets the hand pass away, out as far as Mikey O'Malley. Mikey with his first from play, he takes on possession. He's running at that Kilmaley defence. He has one off the Hurley. This one is off the hand. Straight in, straight over the bar. Now he looks in towards the centre. He gets it here as far as Sean O'Loughlin. Sean is trying to steady himself. Distance isn't a problem. Accuracy isn't a problem. Wait and see what the outcome of his latest opportunity is. Here's the and everyone is looking up. It never wavered. They're a running team, so playing short won't be a problem into this freeze. And it's going to be a 2-point deficit as Rian makes no mistake. It turns about. It's going to be into the hand of Cratloe, and Cahill has a chance. Steadies himself. There were 3 down moments ago. You're all very welcome back here to Cusick Park as both teams make their way onto the pitch. The under-9 hurlers of Kilmaley and Cratloe have had their fun in the sun, and they'll make their way off. We have had a bit of Crow Park drama here at half-time. There was a check on the scoreboard. Our scorekeeping is right. The scoreboard was wrong. It is actually 1-7 to 10 points, Derek, so it's a draw game with 30 to go.
Yeah. Like, if it's good enough for typical Kenny to have mistakes in an All-Ireland semi-final, it is good enough for Cratloe and Kilmaley here in Cusick Park. Look, the scoreboard is the scoreboard. Sometimes it does malfunction here in the park, but thankfully you didn't malfunction, nor did I, Sean, and we knew it was a drawn game, so all to play for here. John Mullins is clearing everyone off the pitch now, and I'd imagine this 30 minutes will be very, very fast.
Yeah, Joe Mullins now has the ball in his hand, and lessons are always learned every day. We'll look at our score sheet as opposed to the scoreboard maybe going forward, and that way we'll hopefully keep in track. The ball is on, the game is on, here it goes. Conor McGrath tries to get it up into his hand. He doesn't on this occasion. Tommy Barry gets as far as Sean Kennedy. Kennedy steps inside, gets the strike off. The clap of the hands from his manager told us enough. It's
There's
an
the score back
score
now, Sean, that they took off him at half time. All it took was 10 seconds.
Oh, it's Owen Deegan, ball in hand. He's striking into the breeze in this half, but he gets it down on top of that half-forward line. Up they go for it. The ball breaks down. Conor Ryan looks like he's injured over on the far side. Play goes on. It's played here in front of Tom O'Rourke. O'Rourke tries to get there. The ball beats him and the bounce beats him. It's going to hold up though, however. It's inside right in the corner. Here comes Cleary. It's O'Rourke's possession. He has it. He looks for Cleary on the move. Here comes Conor, but Diarmuid Ryan read the play there. He wins possession. Davy Collins picks it up, and we're going to hold up the play because all this time Conor Ryan is still over. It looks like a nasty enough injury. He doesn't go down easily, and he's definitely grimacing there.
Yeah, he doesn't go down easily, and I didn't see anything now. So, but in fairness to referee Joe Mullins, he did the right thing. He called the halt to it immediately, and attention. Hopefully he'll be all right. I didn't see how he went down, but as you said, Sean, he does not go down easily.
And you could see it the minute he hit the ground. You could see in his movement that he wasn't comfortable. The physio is over with him. The hands are up on the head, and I think we'll probably be looking out to see who comes off the bench here at the moment, because the likelihood is I couldn't see him in this set being able to resume his position. Yeah,
and they're warming up. Are they warming up, anyone? The signal hasn't come yet. An interesting message in, Sean, from Anne-Marie McGann. She's looking for the Clare Camogie job now that John Carmody stepped down. She was hoping we'd give her a recommendation. Sadly, we won't be.
Liam Markham was on his way onto the field. He's coming back off the field here at the moment. So Mike Deegan is talking to him. It looks like Liam will be the one that gets introduced. But we'll have to wait and see. Liam wouldn't typically be a wing forward, so you'd expect that if it is him, there'll be a bit of shuffling of the deck.
Yeah, he's not your typical wing forward, but look, shuffling of the deck is all part and parcel of the modern club manager, and I'm just hopeful he's all right over there. He doesn't look to be in good nick, Sean.
No, so play still held up as Mike Deegan is just calling over a couple of the players to have a chat with him now that he has the opportunity. We'll only had about 1 minute of action here before that injury, so we'll have a bit of time to play on afterwards. It's I suppose not a bad time in a way. The game hadn't got into its flow, so it's not really going to interrupt the second half as the board has gone up. It is going to be Liam Markham who makes his way in, and Conor Ryan's day unfortunately is over.
Yeah, on Conor Ryan's day is over, and a huge loss really. I mean, big physical presence, great experience, great men to win a ball, but look, Liam Markham is no slouch either, vastly experienced, and just get the game back going now and let it develop from here, Sean.
And Liam does take his place up at wing forward. He's been picked up by Aidan McGuan there at the moment. The puck out eventually comes. Here it goes, dropping to Conor McGrath. McGrath has no hurley. He does have the ball though. He tries to get as far as Podge. It goes to ground. In they all nip again. Trying to roll lift it there was on Enright. Enright doesn't get it up into his hand. The ball is still bobbing around inside. Eventually, with all the bodies on the ground, Joe Mullen says, you know what, lads, we'll separate out a little bit and we'll start with a throw-in.
Yeah, really start to the second half, 3 minutes in, and we've had no action apart from that opening point, and look, just get the ball in now and hopefully we can get back to the hurling.
The ball breaks and Liam Markham was trying to get to it. On this occasion though, it goes out over the sideline. It's going to be a line ball. It's going to be a Kilmaley line ball. The Cratloe crowd don't necessarily agree with it, but if
there's a cheer from the other side of the stand though, in fairness.
Well, I think that's more for Conor Ryan walking down the sideline than from Johnny Healy. But if you want to give it the benefit of the doubt, we'll say it's.
No, I'll stick with you, Sean. I'll go with you.
Here comes the cut. It's straight in on top of Cleary. Up goes Dermot Ryan. He bats it down into the hands there of John O'Loughlin, of John Flanagan. Flanagan has it. He tries to work it out as far as Moylan. Here comes Jamie. The hand pass goes off. He's not quite sure who the intended target was, but it's picked up by Mikey O'Neill. O'Neill back here as far as Dara Keane. Dara Keane on his own 65. Breeze behind him, and accuracy is in.
A super score from Dara Keane, veteran. Really never deviated. As soon as it landed in his hand, he knew what he was doing. But you have to give credit here to Cratloe, though, for every time there's we'll say a dead ball, Dermot Ryan drops back in on top of Conor Cleary. Like, that's very good management from the Cratloe setup.
Owen Deegan has the ball. It's a 2-point lead here for the Kilmaley men. 1-9-10 as that ball is worked in front of John Flanagan. Flanagan is on his way forward. He looks there for Tadhg Lohan. Lohan has it. Trying to take the run. He takes the hefty challenge from Mikey O'Malley. He keeps going. He gives the hand pass off. Ball breaking down in front. It's going to be a race there for Aidan McGuan. He picks it up back as far as Dara once more. Dara Keane looking for Cleary. Here comes Conor. Out he comes. He gets the touch. He doesn't get possession. It goes to ground. Trying to win it now is Sean O'Loughlin. Can he keep it in play? He doesn't keep it in play. He took on the shot. It only went to Undeegan anyway, but we'll come all the way back. It'll be a line ball for the Cratloe men and an opportunity for them to build their latest attack.
Yeah, it was great defending, in fairness, and they're taking the line ball quick, trying to inject a bit of pace into the game. It's been, it's not through no fault of the two teams, but it's been very stop-starting this second half.
Ball breaks down there in front of Darren Neville. Neville loses possession on the ground. In it goes. They're all nipping about. And down over it was Colin McGuan. He couldn't get it up into the hand. The ball maintains. It's still bobbing about. Eventually out there comes Aidan McGuan on this occasion. He opens the shoulder, plays a crossfield. He looks for his runners. The runner was on Enright. Enright doesn't win it because Dermot Ryan steps in. And Ryan has the distance. And Ryan has the accuracy. Both number 6s on target early in the second half.
That's tremendous stuff from Dermot Ryan. Taking the ball, the man, the whole lot out of it, legally I might add, and then splitting the post from 60 yards. Inspirational score from their talisman.
Back to a 1-point game. Won there by Sean O'Loughlin. His runners inside him. But on this occasion, he couldn't get it as far as Mikey O'Malley. O'Malley does manage to get it as far as O'Rourke. O'Rourke has one green flag raised. Can he make it 2? He does! 2 goals, Tom O'Rourke.
Sensational piece of finishing from O'Rourke. I thought he had taken too much out of it, but he had the hurling IQ to keep the sliotar on the hurley, and then from the tightest of angles, Sean, he found the one spot he could find, the bottom left-hand corner, and tremendous goal. That's 2 for O'Rourke, and goals win matches, Sean. I know it's an old adage, but Kilmaley will be delighted. That's 2-9 now. That's 15 points, 11 for Cratloe. It's a 4-point lead. It's a big lead, Sean.
It's the most we've seen yet today. 2 points was the most that we had between them in the first half. So a big score early in the second half. We're heading towards 7 minutes on the clock. 2-9 for Kilmaley, 11 points for Cratloe. Owen Deegan looking for a bit of movement. Here he goes. It's going long. He's looking for Tadhg Lohan. Up goes Tadhg. Can he catch it? He doesn't. It breaks down to Sean O'Loughlin. Sean Dunn misses possession. Gets it as far as Tommy Barry. Tommy shortens the grip. He's looking for Cleary, but on this occasion Davy Collins reads it first. He's trying to get out over it. No, Cleary gets a boot to it. He works it as far as Mikey O'Malley. O'Malley now, he's on the 21, but he's on the floor. O'Rourke has it. He's the 2 goals scored. Works it back as far as O'Loughlin. O'Loughlin tried a little pop pass here inside. It's accidental on this occasion. I think you have to be fair to Davy Collins.
Absolutely.
There was contact with the helmet, but he was trying to play the ball. It looks like he'll go into the book. It will be a free in, but there was no malice in it.
No, there was no malice whatsoever. It was a lovely little flick over, and both players eye on the ball and nothing else. It is a free. It is a yellow card for dangerous play, but no way any intent whatsoever.
On Enright receiving treatment there on the ground. When he gets back to his feet, Mikey O'Malley will have the opportunity to register his 5th point of the afternoon, and if he does that, all of a sudden the gap gets out to 5, and I suppose if the third quarter is anything to go by, Kilmaley using the win to their advantage, and they're building that lead.
Yeah, and they're using the win really well, because they're not just bombing it down to the 14, they're putting it into the 2 corners, creating the space then inside, and having runners off the shoulder. It's working so far for Kilmaley, and Brian Culbert will be delighted. They're about to go to the bench as well, I think. Kilmaley seem to be warming up. James
Fitzpatrick, yeah, he's down here in front of us, so we'll see who he's gonna replace. They're not ready to make the sub yet, but Joe Mullins is telling them to get on with it. So it's Owen Enright actually is the man that's going to be called ashore. Jones going to make way. He has his work done. 38 minutes done there by Owen, and into the fray, as we say, comes James Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, Owen doesn't want to come off either, but look, he has his work done, as you say, and a good shift from him.
Meanwhile, Mikey O'Malley places the ball there on the 21-metre line. He has time to steady himself. He's going to try and see if he can put 5 points between the sides here in Cusick Park as he steadies himself one last bit. Here comes the lift. Here's the strike, and it's over the bar once more from Mikey. It's a 4-pointed free. It's 5 in total for him. Scoreboard now, Kilmaley 2-10, Cratloe 11.
Yeah, and it's beginning to eke away from Cratloe. They really need to do something different. They're just not getting the restarts. They're not winning the possession, and he's gone long again, Deegan, and these balls seem to be broken down to ground by Cratloe or by Kilmaley and picked up easily as yet again
they come forward. They're looking for the offload. Conor McGrath trying to get there for the Cratloe in, but instead Sean Kennedy is there for Kilmaley. He takes on Podge as well, gets the ball as far as O'Rourke has the tail up now at the moment. He gets the strike off. We watch for the umpire, but this one has gone to the left and it's gone wide.
Yeah, but Kilmaley are dominant in here in the middle third, and Cratloe really need to probably try and get a short puck out of the way and work it through the lines, get some ball into their forwards. They've been starved of the sliotar here in the second half.
Owen Deegan once more going down that stand-up side. Here the ball is going to drop around midfield. Up they go. Sean O'Loughlin gets a hurley to it. James Fitzpatrick trying to get his first touch of the ball since his introduction, but Jamie Moylan's going to win it for Cratloe. Second bite of the cherry. He doesn't get it. The ball is still there. It's a 2-on-2 inside there at the moment. The ball is still there. Dermot Ryan trying to rise it up. The ball breaks down behind. Breaks as far as John Flanagan. Flanagan with the strike, but waiting here all on his own is Aidan McGuan. Aidan has all the time in the world to pick it up. He's looking for movement. Cleary put the hurley up in the air. Put it down on me, he says. That's where it goes. He gets the hand to it. He goes to ground. There's no penalty, but the ball is still there. It is a penalty.
Surely,
yeah. You can't argue with it. The hand was around him. He pulled him to the ground. He let play go on, then developed to see if Mikey O'Malley could finish it. He couldn't, so Joe comes back. A penalty there. Route 1 ball. The most simplest of all. And I suppose we had called it beforehand. When Aidan McGuan had that bit of space, Cleary's hurley went straight up into the air and just put it down on top of me was the answer.
Yeah, and it was the first time, though, that Kilmaley or Cratloe did not drop Dermot Ryan back on a dead ball situation on top of Cleary, and they suffer the consequences because
the Kilmaley management arguing with the fourth official here. Davy Collins has picked up a yellow card already. They were thinking that penalty should have been a second yellow. He is on his warning now, and Cratloe will have to be very, very careful. He's got away with a second yellow there, but one more and you'd have to think.
I'd imagine you'd have to go to the bench. You really should be taking him off. I mean, he probably should have got a second yellow for a penalty offence. Got away with that, I'd imagine. Take him off.
Mikey O'Malley trying to extend the Kilmaley lead. Here goes the strike. In it goes. Roof of the net. No mistake whatsoever from Mikey. 3-10 to 11 points. The gap is grown, Derek.
You could have 25 goalkeepers on the line. They wouldn't have stopped that one, Sean. As soon as he connected with it, there was only going to be one outcome into the top corner. Absolutely unstoppable. And look, Cratloe need to do something fast. The game is running away from him.
Liam Markham went up for that ball. It bounces off his hand and only comes as far as Sean Kennedy. Kennedy plays it in around the centre. Picked up by Dahi Collins on this occasion. Dahi, he's fouled in possession. No advantage coming. And it's going to be a free for Dahi and an opportunity now for Cratloe to see if they can just stem this tide.
Yeah, and look, it's a big ask from a free into that wind. And the thing for Cratloe is, and you did point it out earlier on, Sean, they don't have that big man, that big aerial threat at the edge of the square, and they're going to need goals. So it's a big ask for Cratloe from here with 18 minutes to go and then 9 down.
Jamie Moylan has been tasked with the big job here. He's making his way to full back as they've gone short and it's turned over by Kilmaley. Now Moylan has to face up to Cleary straight away. Cleary slips on this occasion, but Tom O'Rourke is there. He gets the shot off. It comes back to him, gets a second shot off, blocked again. Will he get a third bite of the cherry? He does. It's saved. James Fitzpatrick pulls on it and eventually the ball goes wide, Derek.
3 attempts from O'Rourke, blocked the first one, spilled the second one, and the third one saved. Could that be the moment that ignites Cratloe into life? They need a spark. Is Deegan's save going to get him actually onto the front foot? If they could turn up the field here and get a score, Sean, it could literally be game on.
Davy Collins has possession out in the half-back line now, his new assigned role. But it only goes into the hands of Sean O'Loughlin. Sean working that ball over low in front of Mikey O'Malley. It comes. Mikey gives the hand pass to Fitzpatrick. He doesn't get the touch. It goes to ground. In comes Mikey O'Neill. Neither of them are able to get the ball. Instead, it's that man, Podge, who picks it up, draws the free, and Dermot Ryan is going to come back and take responsibility.
Yeah, great work by Podge, but it's not, if you're a Cratloe man, it's not where you want Podge Collins down inside in your own half-back line. You know, you want him up in the opposition. You want him up in your full forward line, really. I don't know who John Mullins is pointing out to here. He's
Podge,
giving a card.
Podge had a couple of words with him. He obviously isn't very happy with whatever he said to him, because Podge is the latest man to go into the book.
Yeah, and that's unlike Podge. So, and I didn't lip read that one now, Sean. So I let you decide it.
So Dermot Ryan will eventually get us back underway. He's on his own 45. At the moment, it's an 8-point lead. It's 19 points to 11. 3-10 for Kilmaley. 11 points for the Cratloe men. Here it goes from Dermot. In on top of that full forward line. Regan Constantine comes looking. But it's a 2-on-1 as the ball is broken back to Brian O'Loughlin. Brian has time to get it out in front of Éanna McMahon. McMahon turned over by Liam Markham on this occasion. Liam as far as McGrath. Connor now back to Darren Neville. Darren Neville takes the shot on. It is drifting in. But it has drifted over the bar.
Good score from Darren Neville, and good patience there from Cratloe in the build-up. They were forced out to the sideline. They did look for the better man in the better position, recycled the ball to Neville, and he did well to fire it over. And that could just be, keep the scoreboard ticking. It's not an insurmountable lead by any means.
Jamie Moylan beating Conor Cleary to it on this occasion. He just battered it away as far as Podge. Podge has it once more out here around the middle. Looks for Dermot Ryan. Finds Dermot Ryan. Here comes Ryan up onto the 65. Low ball in front. It's a 1-on-1 in here. Reen Constantine has it. Reen is on his way in. He's heading towards the 13. He's pulled back. Advantage been played. He whips on it. Back we're going to come. He was outside the square, however, and it's going to be a 21-metre free.
And would you go for goal, Sean? That is the question.
At this stage in the moment, if it was me, I'd be saying we still have the bones of 15, 16 minutes to go. Just get your scoreboard ticking over. Don't go for anything spectacular. Take your score, reduce the gap.
You're tapping it over, and they listened to you, Sean. They did tap it over.
So Rian reducing that gap back down. So all of a sudden, we're back now to a 6-point game. 3-10 for Kilmaley. 13 points for Cratloe, and I suppose we asked what the response would be of Cratloe after that third goal. They've now got 2 on the trot, and they have a little bit of ascendancy.
Yeah, they do, in fairness. And look, I did say Podge Collins is probably wasted out that far out the field, but he has got onto the ball. He has, and they were suffering on restarts. They couldn't get onto that breaking ball, but Podge's lightning fast touch has really helped Cratloe at the moment. And maybe it's not a case of Peter or robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Down on top of Sean O'Loughlin, it comes off his hand, but it comes as far as Tom O'Rourke. O'Rourke has 3 men to beat. He gives the hand pass off there into O'Connor. Here comes O'Connor, up he comes. Martin with the opportunity. He goes inside the 21, loses possession. It's in the boys who has it for the Cratloe men. He steadies himself. Connor Cleary nips in to put him under pressure. Hand pass here as far as Podge on his own 21. Owen Deegan comes off his line. He's time to look ahead. Mikey O'Malley is coming, and he just gets away with it on that occasion. The ball delivers straight down on top of Rian Constantine. Derek Keane trying to get there for Kilmaley. He does so. Rowe lifts it up into his hand. Is he going to get the ball away? He's not. 3 Cratloe men around him. They put the pressure on. They force the turnover, and another opportunity just to reduce that gap.
Yeah, great work, Ray. In fairness, I thought Owen Deegan had taken too much out of it, and Mikey O'Malley was going to get a block in, but he got the ball down. Cratloe brought it to ground, and great work and generating the free here and a chance to bring it back to 5, Sean.
Oh, here comes Reen. It's his latest opportunity. He has 4 already scored. He has 5 scored now. And as you say, they're within 5 now here at the moment. So it's a case now of that penalty has been wiped out with the last couple of minutes of play, and Cratloe will be hoping to break this ball down again as Brian O'Loughlin going long down on top of Cleary. It's himself now. He's having a more difficult afternoon there with Jamie Moylan than he was with Davy Collins. Moylan breaks it down. It comes as far as Sean Kennedy. He flicks it forward, but the ball goes out over the sideline. It's going to be Cratloe ball again.
Yeah, and they've got a new lease of life there. You can even see it amongst their managers. They're geeing them up, and those last couple of points, Sean, wiping out that penalty, giving you a bit of belief, giving you a bit of momentum, giving you some oxygen, and this game is far from done.
Oh, we still have 12 minutes, but with that injury to Conor Ryan, we probably have the bones of 15 still to play. So Diarmid is the man on the ball. Diarmid cuts it in towards the centre. It's been read there by Tommy Barry. Tommy flicks it over. Sean O'Loughlin was waiting. He just got away with it. Up he comes towards the 45, straight in front of the goals. Win behind him, and there should only be one outcome.
Yeah, he did really, really well. I thought the ball was just about to be intercepted, but he just got the hand in, won the ball, and once he turned it over, there was no way he was going to miss. Short puck out, got it away just
to Davy Collins. Davy is fouled by Mikey O'Neill and Mikey O'Malley on this occasion.
Owen Deegan they've had no choice but to go short in these puck outs, Sean, because they were getting it when he went long. At least they have, we'll say, the courage to go short.
Diarmid Ryan tried to find a run there on that occasion of Tig Lohan, but it goes in behind Tig. Joe Casey trying to get there for Kilmaley. Tig still inside there. Now he has it. Is there runners off the 21? He flicks it looking for Conor McGrath. McGrath goes up. There's three around him. The strike is in, but it's only in as far as Brian O'Loughlin. A low ball out in front of Mikey O'Neill. Here comes Mikey. He's delivering it straight down in front of Cleary. Cleary comes running. Moylan comes with him. The ball breaks behind. It's going to be Cleary's possession. He has it. He's Diarmid Ryan and Jamie Moylan for company. The hand passes off. Here's O'Rourke. No, Fitzpatrick back at the net.
Goals win games, and that's their fourth. And in fairness, Conor Cleary, again, a touch of class, physical presence, brought the ball down, beat his man, flicked it across, and the second time of asking, ball into the net. And I'd say that could be that, Sean.
He does nearly a first touch for James Fitzpatrick, but he done what he needed to. He whipped on it into the back of the net. 4-11 to 14 points. It's Kilmaley in front as Rian Considine tries to get Cratloe on the way forward. Podgett made his way in. Here comes McGrath. He has it again. He's under pressure, but he's fouled on this occasion. Colin McGuane, the guilty party. It's a free in for Cratloe and a double substitution coming for Kilmaley.
Double substitution for Cratloe, I'd say, is it?
No, Kilmaley. Both teams, actually. Both teams. You're looking right and I'm looking left.
One of us should look down the middle. We might get it right.
Mark O'Brien, the minor of last year, he's been out for a long time. He made his introduction last year, or last week, or 2 weeks ago at Senior Championship. Here he is. He's making his way in. He's gone into the full forward line. So he's one of the two for Cratloe. As we'll wait and see if they make their second one. Sean Collins is the other one waiting below. Kilmaley have two more lined up, so we could have a break here for a while. So Joe says, you know what? We'll take on the free. Rian Considine puts it over the bar, and now we'll get on with the substitutions.
Yeah, 4-11 to 15. That's an 8-point lead for Kilmaley. Substitution in. Cratloe are bringing in Sean Collins. And I think it's Cathal.
So Sean has made his way in. Mark O'Brien already gone in. And meanwhile...
Some talent, Mark O'Brien, in fairness. Massive potential and knows how to score. Great free taker as well. Lovely first touch. And there's a goal in Mark O'Brien if he gets half an opportunity. And Cratloe probably needed a green flag.
It's going to be two Carmodys coming on here. Colin is the first one to make his way in. Colin making his way in for Martin O'Connor on this occasion. So Colin Carmody wearing number 19. He's going in a cornerback. And Joe is also going to be introduced. And it looks like it's in replace of Sean Kennedy.
Yeah, Sean Kennedy seems to be limping, kind of coming off there. And yeah, the two Carmodys certainly won't weaken Kilmaley's chances.
Meanwhile, we've had a time just to catch our breath there. We look back at the scoreboard, 4-11 at the moment to 15 points. You talk about goals winning games.
15 scores each, Sean, but it's still an 8-point lead for the men from Kilmaley.
Joe Mullins isn't happy that everybody is off the field, so he tells Brian O'Loughlin to take that puck out once more. He's going to have to make his way back into the goals, and he's in no hurry because he was out in the 21-metre line. Yeah,
no hurry. There's 8 minutes left. Now, I suppose there'll be 3 or 4, maybe 5 minutes of the first half is going by additional time, but Cratloe probably need a goal just to get into it. I can't see him getting in 8 or 9 unanswered points, so they'll probably need a green flag.
Mark O'Brien and Conor McGrath are the two that's tasked with that because they're making up a two-man full forward line in here. So you have probably your most experienced man in the full forward line and your most exciting talent for the full forward line.
Definitely, and two men who know how to raise a green flag. It's just a case of can they get the supply in.
Puck out comes as far as Joe Casey. Now Joe delivering it. He's looking for Tom O'Rourke, but it finds Cleary. Here goes the strike from Cleary. He hadn't got his name on the board up to now, but he's rectified that. Brian
Lohan is in the stand. I saw him as we were making our way up with Tommy Corbett and Brendan Bugler. They might be thinking that Conor Cleary might be, instead of 3, he might be 14 for Clare come next summer.
It's Cratloe possession. Darragh Neville on the way forward. He's going to make it as far as the 21. Dara Keane now coming towards him. He shortens the grip, flicks it inside. But there's plenty of blue jerseys around. And on this occasion, it's going to be picked up there by Carmody. Colin gets his first touch. He works it out. But Davy has read it all the way. Davy Collins, ball in hand. He looks for the short pass as far as Markham. Across the centre it comes. They have time to steady themselves here. It's Dahi Collins in possession. Dahi's in the middle of the D. One-handed flick. Is it an opportunity? It would have been if he caught it first time. It seems to have hit the crossbar and gone over. Darragh Neville with the point there at the end of all that, but if he caught it the first time, the goal was on.
Yeah, in fairness to Conor McGrath, great vision to spot him, and Neville was unlucky that it slipped away from him the first chance, but with the second chance he one-handed flicked it over the bar. An incredible score from the young fella. And Kilmaley going to the bench again. I think they're bringing on Colin McGuan.
Back on Colin McGuan, who had just gone off, so maybe there was a substitution in error and they've cost themselves one. But yeah, it's Colin has gone back in, and it looks like it's Martin O'Connor is the man that's meant to be making way.
Yeah, I'd say substitution in error is what happened. They won't mind if the final result goes their way, but strange for a senior management set up to make that sort of mistake.
Puck out is coming on top of Tommy Barry. Tommy went up with the hand, but Dermot Ryan comes trying to win it. It's still there for Dermot. He wins it on his own 45. Now he's long and direct. Underneath it here is Rian Considine. Up goes the hand that breaks behind. It's going to be an opportunity here for Mark. He's got his first strike on the board, and it's straight over the bar.
Yeah, what an introduction, and his first ball into hand and first score, and if they could just get the supply in, he will do damage. Time is against him, however, but a goal will put the cat amongst the pigeons.
He'd have just under 5 minutes in normal time. We are expecting 3 to 4 of injury time. Scoreboard is 4-12 at the moment, 24 points to 17. There's 7 in it as they go racing for possession. Down over to Aidan McGuan. McGuan has it. He's looking inside, supported there by Sean O'Loughlin. Here comes the car down on top of the introduced man, which is Carney. So the breakdown. Here comes Joe. He's trying to get on the end of it. Dermot Ryan is much taller, and when you play the ball up that hand, there's only one winner. Straight down on the full forward line. It breaks down inside. Trying to win it is Joe Casey. Casey's on his way out. He draws the free off by Mark O'Brien, and Mark is best to maybe walk away before this ball is moved forward.
Yeah, and again, it's the lack of a big man inside there. When Dermot Ryan delivered that ball, there was 2 men inside against 3 Kilmaley men, and without the physical presence of, we'll say, Conor Cleary, it was always going to be a backs ball. They defended it well, Kilmaley, and about to clear their lines. Cratloe do probably need, they don't obviously have it, but they need a big man at the edge of the square when you're chasing goals.
So here comes Brian O'Loughlin. He's inside his own 21-metre line. It's probably going to go long. That's exactly what he's doing. Long and direct. Out looking for it. Dermot Ryan is in front of Cleary again on this occasion. Gets the hurley to it. Bats it here. Out in front. The ball breaks down. They're all trying to get down over it. The ball is still bobbing around. Down on the ground. Tom O'Rourke now has it in his hand. Tom is on his way forward. He looks for Cleary. He's just after scoring 1. He now has 2.
Yeah, and in fairness, he's given us some performance, Cleary, leading the front line, bringing all other players into play, and just a nuisance for the Cratloe defence. And look, Kilmaley are full value for their lead at this stage, 25 to 17. That's an 8-point lead, and I'd hasten to say they're full value.
Cleary, he's trying to chase it down once more, but he's not going to get there on this occasion as the ball is delivered long, direct, straight in front of that full forward. Out they come looking. They're looking for the runners. This goal is needed now by Cratloe as that ball is played in. It breaks down behind. Darragh Neville is running for it. He's in a race with Aidan McGuan. It's still there inside. Dan looking for it again. Neville one-handed. Out he comes, but only as far as the blue jerseys. He might be used to passing to blue, but it's Kilmaley in blue today. And out they're going to come. It's Carmody once more. A ball in hand. He's looking to come back with it. He manages to get it. Time to steady themselves and strike is Mikey O'Neill. He's going to drop. Here comes Cleary. Goalie offline. That's gone direct, I think. I'm giving it to Mikey.
Well, yeah, I just feel for Owen Deegan. It's a few times today he's came off his line and it just hasn't worked. It's not a thing to be doing in hurling. Stay on your line. Let your defenders deal with those high balls, and it's game over, and Kilmaley can look forward to the quarterfinals.
Colm Killeen is making his way onto the field for Kilmaley. We're waiting to see who is the man that's been called ashore, but he's wearing number 15. He's gone in inside, but Dara Keane, the centre back, is the one who has made way. So Dara has been called ashore, and in there, wearing number 15, as we say, is Colm Killeen.
Yeah, and Cratloe have gone to the bench as well. They've brought on Owen Carey there, and they've taken off Dahi Collins.
By the looks of things. So Owen is in there around midfield at the moment as Dahi has been called ashore. Wearing number 25 is Owen Carey, and he'll see if he can make a difference in these last few minutes. Have worked it short as far as Ryan once more. Here's Diarmid crossfield. He's looking for Mark O'Brien. Mark gets the hurley to it, breaks it down. Now he has it in the hand. He's taken on McGowan. He gets the strike off, but this one isn't going at hurling. It's gone left, it's gone wide.
Yeah, it's symptomatic of Cratloe's day, really. Second best probably, and they can't have much complaints. 4 goals conceded at one end, none at the other. There's only going to be one result.
There is, and I suppose the big result from a Kilmaley point of view is because of who they've played and who they've beaten and the way scores have gone, this guarantees them top spot as long as they see the job out here.
Yeah, top spot into the quarterfinals, and look, they'll be happy. They'll have a month to get ready for the big game.
Ball breaking down inside, trying to get there is James Fitzpatrick again. He lifts it up. Now he has it in the hand. He's looking for the movement of Killeen. Can't get it. His first touch. He's Diarmid Ryan just hoofing him away, but the ball comes back as far as Carmody. Joe has it, drops it. Now he's trying to win it again. The ball's still there. Back in front of Mikey O'Neill on this occasion. It's been over the bar, and there was a bit of afters there. And
it's still continuing, yeah.
I'm not sure was it spotted. If it's spotted, I think that Davy Collins could be in trouble here.
Well, he's already on a yellow, isn't he? And probably should have got a second yellow for the penalty. Slap there off the ball. If it's not a straight red, it's going to be a yellow. I'd imagine his day is done.
The umpires are talking to him here at the moment. So too is the linesman. The Kilmaley lads are all as Sean O'Loughlin not happy with that, as Joe Carmody is still down on the ground receiving treatment, as I think it's Fergal O'Brien is gone in there now at the moment. He's talking to Joe to see if he spotted anything, but I suppose nonetheless we're heading towards the 30th minute here, Derek, and 5:14. Like you look at, we always talk about maybe that 30-point marker, that if you can get there you'll nearly always win the game. They're at 29 at the moment, and it looks like it'll be enough to see them through.
Absolutely. Look, it's the magical marker, that 30 marker, especially. It'll win you inter-county games, what it'll do for you at club level. And Kilmaley have been hugely impressive. As I said, that 11-point turnaround from against Ballyea, trailing by 11 and come out and getting on the right side of that result, that's given them huge belief and drive coming in here today, and all the momentum. And now they'll have a month to get ready for a quarter-final. Obviously they have a third-round game to go, but they can freshen things up. They can rest up some players and just get ready. They'll be seeded for the quarter-final, and it's a very happy Kilmaley camp tonight.
Tommy Barry, his job is done. We'll have 6 minutes of additional time here, so we still have a good 5.5 to go. Tommy Barry's day is done. Cathal Darcy now has got 6 minutes to try and make an impression ahead of that last group game in 2 weeks' time. Meanwhile, Mikey O'Malley picks up the ball. He looks for the run of Sean O'Loughlin. Here he goes. He gathers. He looks. He strikes. But this one, it doesn't look like it's curling. It's not. It stays to the right. It stays wide. But that'll be immaterial at the moment because the ball is in the right half of the field from.
Yeah, Kilmaley won't care now. They know their job is done. It's just a case of seeing out the time and not getting into any silliness, shall we say, which can tend to happen in these games that are over, Sean. And there's too many additional minutes now. I know you have, by letter of the law, you have to add them, but I do like the common sense referees who realise it's over and say, okay, let's shin and blow the whistle.
Here comes Conor McGrath. It looks like he's looking for runners inside. I don't. He's pointing in. He's not going to take the point on this occasion. He's looking for a bit of movement. It's 5:14 to 17 points as that ball drops in. It's going to break here. Ian Constantine was trying to get there, but instead Joe Casey picks it up. Here he comes forward. He's looking for the outlet. Gets it as far as Mikey O'Neill. O'Neill delivering it long. They're all coming looking for it. Up goes the hands of Fitzpatrick. He wins the ball. Crossfield. The run was made. Up goes the hand of O'Rourke. Now he gives it as far as Carmody. He has 3 men in front of him. He checks back, gets the strike off, and gets his name on the scoreboard.
Gets his name on the scoreboard, and a fine point it was indeed. And a comprehensive display here from Kilmaley. 5:15. That's 28 points by my maths to 17. That's an 11-point lead. That's huge. When you're playing a contender for the Canon Hamilton, that's a statement from Kilmaley today.
Jamie Moylan has the ball. He's fouled on this occasion. We're going to come back. Conor Cleary now is on the ground. He's picking himself up, but the physio just gone in to make sure everything is all right with Conor, as it looks like Podge is going to make his way out, which means this ball is going to be dropped in around the house again. Yeah,
and I'm just looking at Conor Cleary. Hopefully it's not that shoulder, and it seems to be that recurring injury. It's just, he seems to be okay though. He's going running it off.
Conor McGrath picks the ball up in the middle of a ruck. He works it out. Here's the strike. This one is
super
flashed
save.
off the crossbar, I think, on this occasion. And it still managed to stay in play. Brian O'Loughlin picks it up. He's looking for Joe Casey. He's overplayed it. However, it's going to be Cratloe possession. They have their opportunity. Here goes the strike. And the ball has gone in and it's gone over the bar.
Carey.
Owen Carey, the man who finished it on that
Yeah,
occasion.
fine point. I don't know that hit the crossbar or did Brian O'Loughlin get a hurley onto it, but it was a rasping of a shot. Now, it wouldn't have made a difference to the final outcome. If O'Loughlin did get a touch, it's a tremendous save.
He's going to have the puck out here at the moment, but he's waiting for a ball to be delivered to him. He's not even going looking for one as he walks back in towards his net. We're looking around now. The Kilmaley men are on the move again, and I suppose it's... when you're talking about, I suppose, the man of the match here, Derek, you're really looking, I suppose, at the men in blue. They've dominated this second half. They've counted every chance they've got. They've nearly made hay while the sun was shining from. Absolutely.
And for me, there's only one man in the match, and it's the man wearing 14. Like, it's just a thorn in Cratloe's side all day. Won balls. Broke balls, just created scores, got on the scoreboard himself, and I know Tom O'Rourke had a couple of goals, but Conor Clare just epitomises everything that was good about Kilmaley today.
Colm Kelly gets his name on the board there. He's the latest Kilmaley man to register a score. 5-16 to 18 points. The ball is there with Diarmuid Ryan. He's made his way up into the full forward line. Gets it as far as McGrath. McGrath is outnumbered 3-1. Illegally so, says the referee. It's going to be a free in, which Conor wants to go quick with. He's not going to get that opportunity. And in fairness, here he goes. Saved inside. And... Brian O'Loughlin won't be happy with that.
I know.
Super save pulled off.
Absolutely super save, and now he's going to have to face it again. That could have been a highlight reel save for him tonight, but you know. It's
going to come back. It's going to be Rian Considine who takes it. McGrath took on that strike fast on his own.
And I'd imagine they'll put this over. Scoring difference could still come into play in this group for Cratloe. And just put it over.
And they have Rian Considine puts it over the bar. So Rian has his 7th pointed free of the afternoon. Just reducing that gap back down a little bit more. 5-16 now to 19 points. It's a 12-point lead at the moment for the Kilmaley men as Diarmuid Ryan is beaten to possession back into Joe Carmody. He's seen a lot of possession since he's introduced as Joe gets a flick to the ball. Colm Killeen, another man, fresh legs in. There's the ball. He's looking for a bit of movement. He's working it over here in front of number 29 there on that occasion, and that was Kyle Darcy. Here goes the strike, but it's gone to the right, it's gone wide.
Yeah, but all those players are, they're fighting for their place. They're looking to Brian Culbert and saying, I want to start. But that's the strength and depth that Kilmaley have. They can go to their bench, Sean, and they can bring on lads that have won minor A titles, under 21 A titles, throughout the last 10 to 15 years. They have a wealth of riches.
Ball broken down inside. It's Kilmaley possession once more. Here they come. They're looking for Tom O'Rourke at the out ball. Tom gathers it. He's fouled, but play goes on. Here comes the strike. He's looking for movement from Sean O'Loughlin. O'Loughlin's hand goes up. He gets it at the second side of the cherry. Now he's looking for the run. Colm Killeen. He's 1 scored already since being introduced. He's 2 on the board now.
Yeah, and as I said, he's trying to make a name to Brian Culbert. Don't leave me out. The starting lineup. Look what I can do. 2 points since he came on. And we're in the 7th minute now, so hopefully Joe Mullins will end Cratloe's misery, and Kilmaley can celebrate and look forward to a quarter-final.
Davy Collins, he's fouled on this occasion, so it's going to be a free for the Cratloe men. Davy's going to have to put his helmet back on, and they weren't allowed to take it quick, so Joe Mullins says you can come forward, and it probably will be the last opportunity to see can they raise a green flag here in Cusack Park.
I'd imagine they'll put it over, Sean. I'd imagine with scoring difference could come yet into play.
Well, here we go. It has the distance, it has the accuracy, and Joe doesn't seem like he's going to come too far away from that spot. So Diarmuid registers his 3rd. He's 2 from frees, 1 from play. There is the full-time whistle, and that confirms Kilmaley move to 4 points. And with that, they top the group, they'll win the group, and they'll move forward to the quarter-final with a game to spare. 5-17 to 20 points.
Yeah, and look, simple maths will tell you 22 scores to 20. So it's back to that old adage, goals win games. Kilmaley got the goals and they got him at the crucial times. Tom O'Rourke, with a couple. First one was sensational, but Conor Clary's work rate, he's just dominance at the edge of the square and breaking the ball, and a nightmare for the defenders. Kilmaley have all the tools to go on and win Cavan and Hamilton. They're into the last 8. They will be seeded. It'll take some team to stop them.
Yeah, and I suppose for Cratloe what that now means is they've got 2 weeks to get themselves ready. It'll be A must-win game for them when it comes around in 2 weeks' time. They have 2 points on the board, but you're going to need probably the 4 to get out.
Yeah, and look, Ballyea and Scariff square off tomorrow evening, and that kind of, the outcome of that will have ramifications for Cratloe. So it could be a case of, it could be Cratloe v Ballyea showdown in 2 weeks' time. Either way, Cratloe will be facing Ballyea in the last round, and something will be at stake, and that'll be a game to savour.
And with that, we'll let you enjoy the highlights for the moment. Stay tuned with us, enjoy the highlights. We'll be back in a couple of moments with a bit of reaction from the Kilmaley camp in 3 or 4 minutes' time. Goes to ground. Conor Ryan gets it. He looks for Podge. He changes his mind. It's back to McGrath. He hasn't seen the ball yet today. It's his first touch. 11.
Sean.
There is Mikey O'Malley, however, is going to try and take a little bit of 4 off him at this occasion. The free goes in. It's over the net.
Absolutely. Look, no better man to put it back in the front foot here and send it down the right to the edge of the team.
The accuracy and how he hesitated for a minute. That meant that Jamie Moylan has possession. Stolls the dummy. He's inside the 45. Straight off to Hurley. Straight over the bar. He's looking for Neville. Garrett comes out. Gathers it at the first attempt. Straight into the hand. The shot is off. The shot is good. Our advantage being played to him, but he manages to take advantage of it. Gets it as far as Sean Kennedy or Tommy Berry on this occasion. Tommy takes on the shot. He's trying to roll lift it. He has it. Can he make the room? He gets the hand pass away. Out as far as Mikey O'Malley. Mikey with his first from play. He takes on possession. He's running at that Kilmaley defence. He has one off the Hurley. This one is off the hand. Straight in, straight over the bar. Now he looks in towards the centre. He gets it here as far as Sean O'Loughlin. Sean is trying to steady himself. Now by Kilmaley, full forward, Conor Cleary. Conor going in at half time, 1-7 to 10 points, all square. It looked like this game was going to ding dong back and forth, but you really took control there in the second half.
Yeah, I think the goals were a big factor in the second half. It was kind of momentum swing, really. I remember looking up the scoreboard there about 10 minutes gone in the second half, and there was still nothing in it. But it's like that in the game at times. If you can get a big score or get a goal, followed in by maybe 1 or 2 points, it can put a bit of a lead. And we just, I suppose, maintained that lead in for the rest of the second half. But as you said, first half was a real championship game. We've lost Cratloe, I think, 7 out of the last 12 years we've played in the championship, so we knew it was going to be a very tough game tonight. But thankfully, we got that bit of a cushion in the second half, and we got that thing we kicked on.
And I suppose from your own point of view, I suppose this is the second game in a row where really your second 30 minutes has been your standard bearer. And I suppose going forward, you're really looking at trying to, number one, cement the fact that you make the quarterfinals, but also to build on the momentum that you're getting from these 2 wins.
Yeah, for sure. I think we're under no illusions. We could be last year and in 2022, we 2 wins out of 3 in the group and didn't qualify. So, our heads, we aren't going to get carried away with this at all. We know that we have a very tough game with Scariff in the last game, and that'll be our focus from today on. But definitely to win the first 2 games in your group against 2 really, really good teams in Ballyea and Cratloe is very satisfying and something we can definitely build on.
And I suppose it's not just the winning of it, but you've got a habit, I suppose, in this year's championship of raising green flags, and we're so used to seeing you back at number 3 with that jersey on your back. It's nearly giving you a new lease of life above, but it also, I suppose, gives a focal point for lads, not alone. We won't say it took you a while to get on the scoreboard yourself, but it's just, I suppose, your vision and your ability to be able to lay off ball as well.
Yeah, I suppose Brian has kind of given a lot of lads a new lease of life since they came into Kilmaley, Brian Culbert, and he mentioned to me 3 years ago about going up into the forwards, and I think it was alien to me and alien to a lot of people who said I'd be playing up there. But I suppose like anything, like I'm playing there and training during the week and stuff, and you get used to it. And I suppose like I'm enjoying it because it does give you definitely a different perspective when you're so used to playing the backs for years.
And I suppose looking forward, as you say, 2 weeks' time, there still is a bit of work to be done here in the group. So it's you'll enjoy this one, I suppose, especially as you say, you've come up against Cratloe a lot of times. Last year, obviously, we remember that last puck of the game from Conor McGrath. But to get him over the line, I won't say a monkey off the back, but you have that win, you're building momentum. Ballier beaten, Cratloe beaten, Scariff to come, and it's now a matter of trying to make sure you're in that 8.
Yeah, for sure. I think every team's ambition starts is to get to quarter final and take it from there. And I suppose us above any team know that 2 wins isn't enough, so we'll definitely be going out to get the 3rd win against Scariff.
Well, Conor, congratulations on your performance again today. You have the 2 points going home, and we look forward to following you in 2 weeks' time in that game against Scariff again.
Thanks very much.